Hello, can you hear me? Oh man, I think I just screwed everything up. This is a little bit of a disaster right now, um, and I'm going to try to I'm going to try to fix it. You guys, I tested this. I spent hours, like literally hours, testing it the other day, half of a day trying to get this to work. I got my mother roped in on this. I made her help me test it, and then somehow, immediately before this starts, it gets all fucked up. So, I don't know. Anyway, what's up, guys? How you been? Welcome to Flippin' Live. This is supposed to be the special call-in show, and I'm still going to try to make that happen. But in the meantime, if you want to support this channel, please remember, please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment in the chat. It's the brand new time and day. No, not time. Same old time. Brand new day for my live streams. I had to move it off of Friday. Friday is kind of like a really nice evening to have in the summertime. And so I'm moving it over to Sunday. I think this will work. But, you know, yeah, it has to work. Otherwise, I'm not going to switch it back. Anyway, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below if you would like to support this channel. That's the best way to support the channel. Now, I'm actually going to shift over because I think oh shoot, I forget which one I have to be switched to. Hello? Does that work? Is that working? I need feedback. It looks like it's working on my end, but I really just had to make sure that it's working for you guys. That is what's most important in this whole thing. So leave a comment like, yes, I can hear your voice. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. I'm going to do a sound effect real quick, and I need you guys to tell me if you can hear this. Did you just hear 2 rings? I'm seeing a yes. Hell yeah. Excellent. This is very good news because I saved the day. Off to a rocky start, but I think the program just froze, and I was able to make everything okay again. Anyway, hey, do you guys want to support me in a different way? Patreon.com/flippinthrough. If you support me there, give me any amount of money, basically. Give me any amount of money. You get a sick set of stickers. You give me a little bit more, like $5. I'm going to be sending you some buttons. Now, here's the deal, guys. I used to give a stencil away. My 3D printer shit the bed. I don't think it's ever going to be repaired, but I only have 2 sets of these of these buttons left. So if you support me at $5, I'm sending you these buttons. Only 2 left. I think it's going to be the last of it. I should really think about that before I commit to it. You know what? Yes, these are going to be the last 2. I'm not going to make any more of these 1-inch buttons. And if you do that, I actually have some brand new buttons. If you watched the video that I put out yesterday, then you know the Mad Hex was shown. And here, let's see if I can pull this out. The Mad Hex. This is Mad Magazine number 73. Why would I do that when I have this? I have access to my overhead camera. Well, check this out, dudes. On here it says, warning, do not look at the back cover of this magazine. The Alfred E. Neuman hex sign. Once you look at it, if you do not buy it for your own, you die. Now, if you want to put that level of bad luck onto somebody, well, do I have the button for you? Look at this. I whipped. Geez Louise, this thing is all wonky. I whipped together. Oh, too far, too close. Come on, you little. There you go. A Mad Hex button. So if you're one of those the next two people that support me at $5, you get a bag of buttons, and you also, I'm going to throw in the fifth button, the Mad Hex. Boom, just for you. Anyway, yeah, guys, I've gone button crazy. I don't know. I posted a thing on Instagram today, and I don't know. I think it's pretty sick. I love buttons. I just I wear them all the time. And I made a few. I made the 30 our price 30 cents cheap, an Alfred E. Neuman one, the 5-finger, and then 5-fingered hand, and then the Mad Hex. I think that Mad Hex actually turned out kind of cool. Some of the details get lost because I don't have like a really nice printer. It might be possible, like if I had a really, really high quality scanner, that I'd be able to get like, I think 1 inch is actually just a little too small for this. That's what the bummer is. But anyway, these are the people who support me on Patreon and that I get to thank right now. Jacqueline Gosling, Reflection of Perfection, Frank Snyder, Frank Snyder, Misamo, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. With that, I'm going to close out this window so I don't like show anybody's information. I got some messages from people. And if you guys want to message me, I'm going to tell you, some of the people message me on Patreon, and that's fine. I get like a little email. If you want to message me in like I think an easier way, a faster way for me to respond is on Instagram. So on Instagram, my DMs are open, boys. So at Flippin _through. That's my Instagram. You can follow me there. If you go to flippinthrough.com, there's like a button that you can click and it'll bring you right to the page. I don't post that often. The only reason to follow me on Instagram is if I cancel a live stream or if I post a picture of a button, or if you want to like send me a link to something you think there'd be something cool that I should check out. That's how you get a hold of me. That's like the best way to do that. Let's look at the chat though. We got some people here. 9 people watching. Thank you guys so much. It's hard to change days, right? And this is the 3rd live stream that I've had and the 3rd different day in a row. So Friday, then Saturday, and Sunday. If you're just tuning in, Sunday is our new home. When Kyle Bridget said that he was going to stop doing his, I jumped at that opportunity to take this time slot. And I only do it every other week. So if he still wants to do it, he can hop in on an off week, say hello to everybody. Cam Hayden knows. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we did have a major sound malfunction. So but I think it's been resolved. Billy B. Hey, we hear you. Oh, sweet. It was resolved. Angel. Wait, Billy B. That's like a new face, man. A new person here. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for dropping a chat. It's the best way to support this channel. Angel Acevedo says, hey, and who else is here? Will Hunt. You are loud and there's like a bunch of new people. This is pretty sick. Sunday's rule. Sticks, McFly, and Sticks. This hopefully won't conflict with your band schedule. Hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. It's all right. We didn't want to draw attention to it, but we forgive you. Bernardo Ottoni. Hello. How are you, Bernardo? Thank you for dropping by. I don't see Bernardo all that often. So that is nice. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Sticks McFly, actually, he sent me a message on whatchamacallit. Wonderful, dude. No, not on Facebook. On the Patreon, saying that he left a message on the Facebook group. something else that I started and then abandoned. Sorry, guys. I'm just bad at social media. That's all. I'm just garbage at it. It's too effortful for me. So yeah. Anyway, so he sent me he posted on that group a picture. It is the Alfred. I freaking love this. It is. Wait a second. Oh shoot. I don't know. Is this? We'll find out. Ah, frick. I got to do it the other way. Okay. Um, present. Share screen. We'll just do the whole tab. We're not going to share audio. I have to? What the hell? See, this is the problem, is I don't understand. There we go. Come on, add to stream, you idiot. There you go. Look at that. Check it out. The Mad Stencil in action. It looks freaking great. I love the different colors too. Know what I want to know? I want to know what the stencil looks like now. Because like I bet that looks cool as hell. Because I did red on it. So there's one, oh yeah, and then he did red. So you can there's like the red and the yellow and the blue. I bet that looks super cool. I always feel like whenever I like would use the stencils, the stencil itself, like you do a couple colors and stuff, and it looks like a piece of art in and of itself. So yeah, I really enjoy it. What if I click this tab? If I click this tab, nothing happens. All right. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you, Sticks, for sharing that. And you guys, if you use your stencil to deface any property, public or private, make sure you photograph that crime and send it in to Flippin' Through on Instagram. Demir, what's up, man? How you been? Here, so I'm going to stop screen. Now, there is one other thing that I wanted to share, which was share screen. Ooh, see, now I can share the entire boop. This is what I want to do. I wanted to share the whole window. Is right here. This was why can't I remember his name now? The guy who does Freaky. God darn it. These are the Mad comic buttons. I took the signatures of 4 of the 5 people, the 5 artists who originally were in the Mad comic. If you can spot the one I forgot, why don't you leave a comment in the chat? And it's the ones that you get if you support me on Patreon. Jack Davis, Will Elder, Harvey Kurtzman, and Wally Wood. 4 signatures and 4 colors. A little nod to the old 4-color printing method. And this is, if you go to Andrew Goldfarb, that is his name, the Slow Poisoner. If you go to his YouTube channel, you're going to see some pretty awesome videos that he puts together, and with that guy, that horrible looking creature. He's like a sidekick on his television program that he put together. So I should actually try to look that up real quick. Anyway, I need to take a little sipperoo. We're going to be getting into the call-in section. And now here's the deal, guys. If the call-in section crashes and burns, I do have a backup, so you don't have to worry. I have the backup of... I have this. This is... That's all my non-Mad stuff, like the Cracked magazines and other junk that, I mean, a lot of it I have actually flipped through on previous live streams, so hopefully I'll be able to find something. But sorry about that. That was disgusting. What else do I have to talk about? Oh yeah, that's right. My podcast, my brand new podcast with Kyle Bridget. I don't know if you guys know about that, but I think I might enjoy doing that podcast more than I enjoy doing my weekly videos where I flip through Mad Magazine. Um, and I love doing those videos, but it's pretty awesome to be able to, like, just I mean, to do a show like that with another person. And so if you enjoy Kyle, Bridget, and I, our witty repartee that we engage in on the live streams on this channel, I think you're really going to like this podcast. Um, we talk about a lot of different things, like The Critic. We talk about National Lampoon. We talk about Mad Magazine, and Mad Magazine being sort of the at the core of the whole show. Um, it it often comes back to Mad Magazine or Mad related things, but we touch on a lot of topics. Ninja Turtles. Who'd have thunk that two millennials would want to talk about Ninja Turtles? But anyway, I hope you guys check it out. I enjoy the hell out of it, and I hope you guys do too. And I hope you spread it around and share it with other people because um, yeah, I just have a real blast making it. So oh, look it. There he is right now. Yeah. Anyway, I was just talking up how much I enjoy doing the show with you. Uh Cracks are whack. You got cracks? What are you guys talking about crack? Oh, here we go. How many cracks do I have now? How many cracks? Cracks is a weird word to pluralize. 665? Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm being punished for something. I don't know. Yes, I'm at 665 subscribers now. I think when I told everybody I don't want to stay at 666, they took that to mean that they should unsubscribe. At least one person did, and I don't enjoy that. I wish they would resubscribe. um, Anyway, guys, also here, I sent the YouTube link for that Potter ZB podcast. But here too, and more importantly, is the Spotify link. Well, and all the links are on the YouTube channel too. But we're gonna stop doing the video portion of the podcast. We'll still post things on there, but it'll be segments of the show, not the entire show. So if you want to listen to that entire show, subscribe to it on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon, wherever the hell you want to. Well, we're putting it there, so you'll be able to find it basically anywhere that you get podcasts. So, yeah, check that out. Um, anyway, that's it. That's all I have to say. I was going to say bunch of other bullshit, but you don't want to hear it. Should we give it a shot? Should we give the phone call a shot? We'll do it. Now, here's the rules. If I don't think there's call waiting on this. So if you call and there is nothing, and I don't answer, or if I'm currently talking to somebody, I won't be able to answer your call. Maybe I will, but I'm pretty sure I won't be able to. I've tested this numerous times, and it seems to have worked. So I don't know. You guys, my point is, you guys, you better appreciate this because I took hours and hours of time. So look right there. You can see the. I'm going to stop sharing that. You can see the number that you need to call into 612-389-8524. Oh wait, no, now so you guys can do that. I got to Hello, is it back? It's back now. I'm almost certain. That's what I did. It's when I unplug my headphones, it causes the thing to crash because it's reading this as a device. Anyway, call in, guys. No more excuses. I'm not going to wear my fancy headphones. Oh, know what I'll do? I'll just put my fancy ones over my other ones. Then I look like a real radio guy. This is the deal. Now, will we wait for a new caller? Dude, I tried doing that. I tried to search, like, to get specific ones. Like, they wouldn't let me. It kind of bummed me out. I really, really wanted that. Oh, Harvey Esquire, what's up, dude? It's a call-in show. Hey, Sticks, have you found any Mexican mads? Oh, that wasn't me. I haven't gone international yet. No, I think that was Shane Buckley. Shane Buckley wanted to get a mad for every different country mad was published in, get an example of that in each country. That's how I got my Swedish mad, my Svenska mad. And those foreign ones are cool because not only do they reprint stuff from the United States in whatever language they speak, but additionally, what they do is they have new stuff that you have never seen or heard ever before. You pretend to buy some Brazilian Mad Max? No, I would love some. I mean, like, I'm not seeking out the international stuff at all, just like Sticks McFly. But if I got one, I would not complain about it. It's cool. They're really neat to see, and a lot of I think Brazilian Mad was like one of the more popular ones. I think Australian Mad went way longer than any other foreign one, but I'm almost certain Brazil. I think like you guys, like you, Bernardo, and somebody else. I had a couple uh Brazilian viewers like early on who were saying how wildly popular Mad was. I'm in Mexico now. I could find some if I'm lucky. That'd be cool, dude. That'd be real cool if you found it. All right, guys. I consider this a failure. You're not calling in. What's the point of a call-in show? Harvey, you just woke up, dude? Don't you I thought you were an American. What if he's not an American? What if he really is related to Harry North Esquire? That would be pretty awesome. That would be really cool. Anyway, hey, look we got Sticks McFly saying, "Ugh, okay." Here's a question. How about this? Callers, call in. What is your golden era of Mad Magazine? We have a phone call. Which ones pick up?
Call from
Sticks McFly.
Ah! Hello, Sticks McFly. You're on the air.
Hey there. How's it going?
It's going pretty awesome. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm still eating, though.
That's all right. Eating a burger?
Yeah, In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, nice. Oh, you're a California boy. That's right.
Yeah, are they not national? I don't even know.
No, I think maybe they go into Nevada, but In-N-Out, that's all California.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
I lived in California for a little bit. And yeah. Hey, Sticks McFly, what's your golden era of Mad Magazine?
my golden era, I guess, the more I look at different issues, and I'm collecting so many now, I guess it's still the 70s. You know, when I first, you know, it's like Dick DeBartolo says, your favorite Mad magazine is always the first one because you kept reading more.
Yeah.
So that era is like perfect for me. It's like those are the issues that start with a movie parody and end with a TV parody, and there's always a certain number of Don Martins, Spy versus Spy. It's like it's got everything on the checklist for me, you know. And I look at decades before that and after that, and I always thought that was like the format, you know. It's not, you know, but anything changes over the years, I guess.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying with like the thing that really hit me was you get the couple Don Martins, you get the 2 Spy versus Spy, you get the 2 parodies, right? There it was like a recipe. You a lighter side of course, you get that.
Right.
And I'm a firm believer that there is golden nuggets in every single era of Mad Magazine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's like at a certain point that mold or that recipe they couldn't go back to anymore because they didn't have Don Martin, they didn't have Antonio Prohías. I mean, they still had Spy versus Spy, but it's different, right?
Right.
But,
yeah, but everything changes over time, so it
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah,
Hey, regarding stencils,
yeah.
thank you so much for that. It's the coolest thing, you know. And like I said on Facebook, I'm so upset about your 3D printer being broken because we talked about getting a bigger one, you know.
Oh yeah,
Made, so oh well. But yeah, it's really cool. And the biggest problem with it is the freckles. Those if you don't clean the stencil right away, the freckles fill up, you know, and then they'll be solid through, right?
yeah.
So you have to clean it, and you know, you just use paint thinner or whatever. But yeah, and I put some, because it's kind of small, I put like some index cards around it and built like a thing around it so I wouldn't spray off of it, you know, off the side of it, you know, so easily.
Yeah.
And stuff. So I made a bigger thing, which you just have to do because, you know, it's kind of small, but it looks so cool.
Yeah.
So, and those I don't even think those came out that good, but you know, it's yeah, it's just I don't have any experience with, you know, with stencils, and definitely not with spray paint.
Yeah.
You know, I posted on my my personal Facebook page saying, "Hey, my taggers, help me with my can control."
Yeah, man, I'm glad you like it because that was like when I whipped it together. I have like my toolbox is covered with them. I did it like I must have done 50 of them, so I got pretty good at it. I kind of like that look though of like the overspray because like the envelopes that I send in, or like that I send them in. I think it's like I don't know. I like that effect, but then I mean, it's your drum kit that you have to live with that for the rest of your life. So, yeah.
Well, you got to replace drum heads more often than I do actually, and that one's kind of old. That one's 15 years old, so I figured I could do it with that one.
Yeah. Well, no, I do want to I need to get another 3D printer because it's like kind of a hobby of mine and I would like to have one. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that I'll make another one. And if I get another one, I'm going to get one with a much larger print bed. So we could make a bigger one. Or we could go nuts and try to cut one out of paper because you can get those plotters like a Cricut, you know? And it'll like cut out the shapes. I used to have one, but that thing broke too. So, but that you could get even bigger too. So I don't know. We'll see.
Wow. See, that's the thing. I have no graphic art, like, you know, competency or any ability at all. Any at all. I'm like that Seinfeld episode where Jerry says to Elaine, "Oh, you can do the little house with the curly Q of smoke or the invisible cube." You know? That's about the limit of my graphic ability. You know.
Yeah, I don't either. I can take other people's work and do stuff with it. That's the limit of mine.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Sticks. Thanks so much for calling in, man. You were my very first caller.
Yeah, I'm proud to be. And I just want to say real quick, I so appreciate what you're doing and keep the Mad name alive. And And anyone who does that, I think is great. I don't know if I told you in the chat one time or not that I got kicked out of a Facebook group defending you because the guy who runs the Mad Paperback Collectors Facebook group. All I said was what people like Patrick was flipping through and Doug with the cover site, Doug Guilford. They're keeping the Mad name alive. I think we should really appreciate what they're doing. And he had a problem with both of you, and he just cut me out of the group. I'm like, well, I didn't need this group anyway.
Yeah, he had some beef with me, and I don't know. We DM'd a little bit, and I thought it was resolved. But I don't know.
But
that's a bummer that he kicked you out.
Yeah, but he was like they don't do enough this, enough that, what I'm doing is so much work or something like that, and all he does is he scans a page or two once in a while from the paperbacks. He's got every paperback, and so he posts them on the group. And it's like, great, yeah, you're providing content that other people created, but
yeah,
I mean, how is that really doing much? But anything helps is my opinion. And you don't have to worry if I ever promote my videos on your channel. I am no competition to you. You're what you've done is just amazing.
Nah, cut it out, man. Listen, a rising tide lifts all boats. So if you post a video, you send it to me, man, and I'll share it out. All right. So, but thank you for your support. All right, I really appreciate that, Sticks McFly.
Absolutely, I just love our little hangout, every couple weeks. So
yeah,
that's how I think of it.
All right, well, I'll see you later, man. We'll try to get another caller in here.
All right,
bye-bye. First caller down. That was amazing. I don't know. Maybe that isn't as much fun to watch as it is to take part in. I love that. Holy smokes. All right, let's go to the chat. Okay, what is this? 612 aft yuck. No, that doesn't work. The late 70s, Jim Panimation, late 70s, one flew over the cuckoo, one cuckoo flew over the rest was my first. I don't know if I've seen, what issue is that in? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The best era is the comic, followed by the era you grew up in. Well, not to be pedant. Well, no, exactly to be pedantic. That's not Mad Magazine. That's Tales Calculated to Drive You Mad, a comic book. Little Cozy Nostril. My question was, what is your golden era of Mad? Well, the plastic is PLA, polylactic acid. Let's see, does PLA melt in turpentine? I don't know. Plastic's weird. Can you dissolve polylactic acid? Is it possible? It is soluble. Methyl ethyl ketone acetone, ethyl acetate, tetrahydrofuran, and caustic soda. I don't know. I don't know what turpentine is. I just picked up Mad 106 and 57 used as a fly swatter issue. Oh. If you call in, be sure to turn down your radio. This dude listened to talk radio. Yeah. Caller, please turn off your radio. You're on Coast to Coast AM. What's the number on the first issue of Mad Magazine then? Okay. Yes, 24. Hey, man, how about this? You have something to say, call in. All right, Kyle Bridget? How about that? Yeah, but it changes in form. All right. Like a cat, like you wouldn't say when a butterfly leaves its cocoon that butterfly is like 10 weeks old. Would you say that? No, because it's a butterfly. It's a brand new butterfly. It was a caterpillar, and then that caterpillar changed into a butterfly. It's the same creature, but it's a different thing altogether. Metamorphosis occurred in New York City. All right. And that created Mad Magazine. So there you go. That's a fact, Jack. I'm just going to leave that scroll on the bottom. If you guys want to call in and tell me what your golden era of Mad Magazine is, or just say whatever you want to say, just give it a call. I'll hear the ringing. You'll hear the ringing. Dude, I cannot believe you right now. I can't believe you. If you call in, I'll hear the ringing and I can stop whatever it is that I'm doing and come and show you or say hello. That's what I would do, right? Here, I got to close some stuff out. Boop, 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 boop. All right. I think we're going to go into the crack box. Oh, look at it. Here, look, I got some stuff from Cam Hayden. Some shitty stories. Cam Hayden. I should have Cam Hayden on this show, right? He's contributing to Freaky. He's contributing to Freaky. Oh. All right, you guys. So a lot of this is actually just random magazines that I have too. It's not just humor stuff, but this was a magazine. This was a magazine when I was a kid, and I don't think I can show this cover actually. I'll have to do that. It's called Life Sucks Die, and it was a magazine from Minneapolis, where I grew up, and it was just sort of it was insane. It was like a graffiti magazine. They would do interviews and stuff. Not at all something like this show is about, but it's an insane magazine. All right, where's my cracked? Here we go. Ooh, yeah. Wait a second. Hold on. God damn it. All right. Well, here's a bunch. I don't remember which ones we've done. And you guys probably don't either, so it doesn't even matter. Here's the Cracked Blockbuster. You got Cracked Blockbuster, Cracked Extra Special Cracked. I think I may have done this one. Look, we got John Severin in here. I might just do this one. I'll do the Extra Special. Doesn't count unless you call in, Harvey. Sorry. Nobody read Harvey's comment, okay? Because he didn't call in. Sticks McFly is my hero. Caboodle? Caboodle, what's up, man? You guys, I've got to say, I'm pretty freaking excited at the turnout for this live stream, switching it to Sunday. It does, I'm sure it helps that I like gave extra notice and like did some posts on Instagram. But I'm sure excited with the turnout. It's a pretty good one. I got that issue. Yeah, listen, Cracked is not easy to come by. And on top of that, it's not inexpensive, which is sort of frustrating because in my mind, it's like, who the hell wants this? Why are you charging so much? Like, give this away. All right. But they don't, not like retailers don't feel that way. Comic book shops don't feel that way. They want you to pay, they expect me to pay something like $20 for this stuff. It's ridiculous. Here we go. The 6th annual Extra Special Cracked, a collection of wacky humor from past issues. of Cracked magazine, the newest cracked. That's a Freudian slip right there. Don't bring it up. Listen, it's optimistic. I know, like Kyle Bridget put it in everybody's mind that I'm losing subs because people are getting banned. I think that's a little optimistic. Okay. Yeah, we did. We had 668 actually. That's where I peaked. And now we're back down to 665. Somebody wants me to stay humble, and it's working. All right. It is working. Anyway, 50s. To me, that's like half of the tenure of Mad Magazine. Oh, we're getting a phone call.
Call from
Kyle.
Hello, Kyle. You are on the air.
How dare you say the Mad comic book is something different from Mad? Where do you get off, buddy?
All right, I'll tell you where I get off. All right.
Wait. Before you tell me where you get off,
yeah.
What are you wearing?
Can you hear my heavy breathing? I can't hear it.
I can't hear you over my own heavy breathing. I'm filtering it.
All right, this is a much more erotic phone call than I was expecting. Honestly, though, you can't call the Mad comic and the Mad magazine the same thing.
They are the same thing. They're the same count. Start at 1 and they continue.
Okay, the count is the same, and the name. No, the count is the only thing that remains.
No, you're making an arbitrary distinction, right? Like, because Mad changed in lots of different ways over the years. So why aren't you saying that, like, oh well, it's a different thing once you have the fold in, or it's a different thing when it goes color, or it's a different thing.
Not even close, dude. Not even close. That's not an arbitrary change. I'm saying they changed format, they changed name, they changed not like format for print size, but then the format, it became a totally different type of publication internally as well. So that's not arbitrary.
I would agree if, except for the fact that it was like a transition from the same group of people. So it was just an evolution of the same thing, right? Like it was always a like folded publication, it was always a kind of periodical.
I mean, what is a newspaper the same thing? Like if as a comic book, that's
if a newspaper, for example, something like Cream, started as a newspaper and then became a magazine, I would say yes, if they kept the count and they had like a smooth transition. If there was like a down period in between where it was like reconfigured by a different group, then yeah, I might buy that. But
okay,
it was
well
Harvey
then
Kurtzman.
I
made
feel
the
like
transition.
I feel like you are only saying that because you sensed that I was going to bring up Cracked, going from a magazine to an internet website.
Well, but that's a totally different thing. Because that's not they don't continue the publication, right? Like that's a trade-off of brand.
I mean, they were
right?
they were
same
publishing
company,
on the
same
internet.
company, same people.
Publishing on
but
the
they're
internet.
not publishing. No, but they're not publishing on the internet in the same configuration, right? Like
that's
the
an
brand
arbitrary
was
distinction.
purchased, right? Like, no, it's not. It's not. That's a very apt distinction, I would say. It's a totally different crew. It's not like they published. Now, if they published online as an online magazine,
yeah,
maybe you would have a leg to stand on. But you don't. This is ridiculous.
You know what? I was going to remark. We are having a conversation. I don't know if it's going to make it into the podcast, but I said to you, it's shocking how many conversations that we have that begin with. So I was having an argument online, And I was driving the other day, and I was like, you know what's nice is like Kyle and I, we never argue.
Fuck you. We argue all the time, asshole.
Oh man. Well, I thought we had something special, and I guess I was mistaken.
Listen, if we didn't argue, we wouldn't have something special.
Like,
that would just be boring.
I don't know. You sound like I'm it makes it seem like I'm in an abusive relationship. Like
What, with me?
Yeah, I just love you so much. That's why we argue. That's what makes it special. Come on.
Because arguments are fun. Arguments are fun. It's fun to argue. I mean, you're wrong in this case, and it was bothering me, which is why I called. But
so you are going to stand firm and say that your favorite era of Mad was the comic book era. That's your golden era.
I think that's objectively the best era. I would even go so far as to say the Kurtzman era, so that you could include the transition from comic magazine to magazine.
All right. Well, hey Kyle, I appreciate
followed by the era I grew up in.
I appreciate that you are standing firm in your opinion. And thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to hang up on you.
All right, wait. I want to know before you hang up on me.
Yeah.
How's my time slot treating you?
Dude, really, really well.
All right, good.
All right. See you later, Kyle.
All right, I got some editing to do. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Toodaloo. All right. Another successful dudes. I love this. Oh man. Dude, let me tell you why I love this so much. I'm going to take a sip of water. I just spilled a bunch of water. Let me tell you why I love this so much. I grew up listening to AM radio. I would go to my Aunt Betty's house, and she would have it playing, and there'd be people calling in, and it's like that phone call sound of somebody's voice, the distortion of it, just having a brief conversation, then hey, thanks so much for calling, beep, and then hanging up. It's something that I have wanted. I used to call into radio shows, by the way, so that's the type of person I am, and I love it that I have my own radio show basically. And frick, man, this is like the greatest. This is the greatest thing ever. Okay, now I got to go back to the chat though, because people started chiming in. Nobody would unwillingly unsubscribe to hey, thanks, bro. I think there's been a few. Not only, I know there's been a few because they've also included a note to me. So, what would Mad issue number 666 look like? Would it just be another Halloween issue? That would, I mean, because what are they on now? They're getting up. They must be getting close to 600, right? I don't know what the numbering is, but something that DC Comics has done, and Marvel too, is they have these books that have been around for decades. DC especially so, right? You have Detective Comics and Action Comics. That's really what started DC Comics. DC stands for Detective Comics. So they named their corporation after the wild success of one of these books. And you have a book that's been around for all of those decades and over 1,000 issues. And so what they'll do is at one point they reset the numbering, but then they would have legacy numbers. So you could, still know that, what the numbers in the actual continuity are, because I mean, it is dumb when you have something that's been around that long. It's stupid to change it. And so I wonder if Mad Magazine would ever do that, legacy numbers, or if they would just go back and be like, you know what? I know we're on issue number 28. Well, now it's going to be 570 something. Boom. let's see. That's something totally different because it's the New York Times and the New York Times magazine. I spit on New York Times. Oh, I love that. The Saturday Evening Post started as an 18th century newspaper, but it didn't become a magazine until 1870. So, by your logic, the Post doesn't really exist until after 1870. Well, there are a few things, Demir, that you are dropping out of my logic because Mad Magazine was not Mad Magazine as a comic and then Mad Magazine in a larger format. It was Tales Calculated to Drive You Mad, subtitle Humor in a Jugular Vein, and then it became Mad Magazine. So there was a name and title, there was a name change in title, there was a change in the size of the publication and the content. So like those three things make a pretty big distinction from what you just described, which is Saturday Evening Post was what, an evening newspaper, because they had morning and evening newspapers at that time, maybe even midday sometimes. They would have morning and evening newspapers, and it was still a newspaper, right? Or still essentially giving you the news, just not on a nightly basis. So, and also, yeah, the Saturday Evening Post, it stopped being a newspaper. Because didn't that, right? By the time you have that dude painting all the pictures of people cutting turkeys or whatever, like it was not a daily publication. So I think my logic stands. I think that helped my argument. There was hardly any Don Martin in the comic. Hardly any. Seriously, you need to watch Let's Paint TV. I don't know what that is. Why are you telling people to watch Let's Paint TV? I would spit on YouTube if it didn't ruin my monitor. I'm really curious why Harvey wants to spit on the New York Times. Well, when the Post started, it was first called the Pennsylvania Gazette. Yes, you cannot say that the Pennsylvania Gazette is the same as the New York Post magazine. I would say that there's a lineage, but it's not the same thing. You guys, my logic is impenetrable. Okay? Telling me to watch what is it? Let's Paint TV. Let's Paint TV. What? Oh, is this an Adult Swim thing? Is that what this is? It looks like it. Anyway, hey, let's get it back over here. Remember, viewers, if you would like to call in, if you have anything that you want to chat about, whether it's your golden era of Mad Magazine, whether Mad Magazine and Tales Calculated to Drive You Mad are, in fact, the same, or if you just want to comment on what we are flipping through, the number is down below, 612-389-8524. They shorted me when I paid for a subscription years ago. Sad story. Yeah. Okay, what is this? Cracked Space Encounters game. Oh, dang. Ooh, I'm going to go to my local library and make a copy of this. You have a feeling that a spaceship from another planet has contacted us and will be landing in a remote area on Earth. You decide to go to this place where you think the spaceship will be landing. On your way, you are faced with many problems. The government tries to block you from that area, and many people doubt that you know what you are doing. Your responsibility is to not let these obstacles stop you from reaching the site of the magnificent landing of the mother spaceship. This is just a game. They should do who's they? I don't know, but they should do a whole thing with all of the games invented by humor magazines. Because there's the one, it wasn't Oink. It was what was that cool British magazine with Letterbox that somebody had me flip through? Yeah, I forget. Bro, I'm sorry. That's a lot. That's a pretty bad thing to dump on somebody in a breakup. What is the history of Cracked and how is it related or not related to Mad? I don't know the history of Cracked magazine. It's one of the Mad competitors that cropped up, and it was probably the most successful of the Mad competitors. I mean, they took Mad artists. Like John Severin was a Mad artist, worked on the Mad comic, and on the Mad magazine, and I think on the magazine. Anyway, ended up coming over to Cracked magazine. Even Don Martin ended up going to Cracked magazine. Inversely, there were people who started at Cracked magazine and then made their way to Mad magazine. People like who's the guy who did like the Ugly Family or whatever. And then Tom Richmond, I think Bill Ray did some time at Cracked. So yeah, that's mostly the relation to it. Oh my God. Cracked magazine, and this is what's frustrating. This is what's frustrating about you people. You're taking one element of my argument and then trying to apply it to something else to disprove me. But my argument is multifactorial, okay? So you can't just take it one little piece and try to disprove it like that. No, I would not consider Cracked magazine, which alternated between Cracked magazine and Cracked Mazagine, mostly because that's probably not when they had to submit that paperwork to the whatchamacallit, to the post office. It probably was always Cracked magazine, and what they printed on the cover was different. Viz is a British humor magazine, and I don't know if Viz had the letterbox section, but it was very funny. Here, I'm gonna let her. They spelled letterbox as L. Yeah, it was in Viz, and it was a British humor magazine, and it was really good. If you look it up on the archive, there's two Vizes. There's Viz, which is like an anime magazine, and then there's Viz, which is the British humor one. And their letters department was amazing. I don't know if it was all. I don't know if like editorial wrote them or if it was actually readers. If it was actually readers, they had some of the funniest readers in the world. It was amazing. Really, really amazing. I think I used a few letterbox letters for the Potter's EB podcast for our letters department. Which paid better, Mad or Cracked? Almost certainly Mad Magazine. Mad Magazine. I would have to check my notes to like confirm this. Because when I was researching Wally Wood, I came across the fact that I think he was getting something like, I don't want to say it was something crazy, like $400 a page. And then when he went to Marvel, he was getting like $40 a page. So like 10 times less for his work. I'd have to find it. I'm not seeing it in my notes. Anyway, that's the best I can do. But Mad Magazine can confirm Mad paid really well. And back in the day, it was, I think, probably better. Artists, it seems like artists' salary is almost like teacher's salary, where it was like it was very high, but then then the rest of the economy like caught up to it, and so people are like, no, that's like okay money, and it's like, nah, not really. I mean, I think it's okay money. I get summers off though, so I'm not complaining. Please don't think that I'm complaining. Is this funny? Or is this just a board game? Small spaceship flirts with you. Ahead one. You avoid something sign. Go. So I guess it's like kind of funny, but just not that funny. Bright light in the sky. It's a sunrise. Roll again. A white bird shows you your way. Take another turn. Sylvester likes you. Take another turn. See a falling star. Ahead 4. And so, those are good things. Then bad things. You start to feel chilled. Go back 4. See a UFO. It's a kite. Back 3. I don't know. I guess it's okay. I don't know if it's like extra special okay. Like, don't start off your extra special issue with this. Probably put it in the middle too, so people can tear it out easily. Like, what idiots did this? Kyle, I see your comment, and I know that you're trying to rile me up, and I'm not taking the bait. Okay, just so you know. Having compared recently, Cracked is much more juvenile. Look at this. Is this Severin? Sigbjorn? This is Sigbjorn? Who's Sigbjorn? Laverne and Shirley. Wait, that just looks like, isn't that just how you spell Laverne and Shirley? They didn't even do like a silly name for it. They were just like, yep, it's Laverne and Shirley. That's it. Sigbjorn. I like Sigbjorn's art. This is pretty good. I think Sigbjorn is John Severin, right? Almost certainly. Who is it? A mugger. Oh, just a minute, Laverne. It's for you. Hey, Charlie, where's Spike? Laverne, he's a dog, so he's a little ugly. I like this art style. This is like, for Cracked, really good. All right. This is like peak Cracked artwork. Yeah, I get that it's a reprint, but they could have done it better. Right? I mean, they aren't complete dopes. Are they? Are you saying that they're complete dopes? So they just changed it from an A to a E? Like, that's not even funny. Like, name it like Laverne and Squirrely. And she's like, I don't know, a squirrel, I guess. Nobody take that idea. I'm going to sell that to Mad Magazine. No, it's not. It's Svernberg. No, I knew it was. What's his face? Severin. Are you a dum-dum? I don't know. Who did this artwork, though? McCartney. They got a McCartney. That's pretty good. You guys, if you're feeling like you have some things to say, remember, the phone lines are open the entire time. All right, we can chit-chat. If you have something on your mind, if you want to tell Kyle that you disagree with him, that the Mad comic cannot be counted as a golden era for Mad magazine, well, you can do that if you want to. Oh, I shudder. Shudder to think that this could possibly happen. But if you want to disagree with me, you could call in and disagree. Anyway, what are you, a dum-dum? Here's a test that will let you discover if you have enough brains. Oh, guys, you know what I've been doing? I've been practicing my impression of practicing my impression of Jesse Ventura. You drink so quietly compared to Kyle. Ah. Well, like, and then I'll pour it. I'll needlessly pour my water from one receptacle to the other. Yeah. Oh, I'm back. Oh, thank goodness. The devil is back. Yeah, it's not going to last long, though. I forgot. I had a question about Mars Attacks. I wanted to thank everyone for their suggestions of stuff I've bought. What's your question? Type it in. Type it in. All right. What was I doing? Here's a test to let you discover if you have enough brains to come in out of the rain, not to buy the Brooklyn Bridge, even if the guy tells you it's a steal at that price, and if you're smart enough not to pet an alligator after it has come off of a 2-week diet. Okay, let's start the test. You see the other end of the pencil. Oh, you use the other end of the pencil, bird brain. When you go to a French restaurant, do you order flanks and beans? Like, am I ordering off menu? Because guess what? Sometimes that means like you're extra fancy if you order off menu. If you're just like, you go to a sushi place, you say, make me a grilled cheese sandwich. That's like you are a man of class. All right. Yeah, call again, dude. And nobody's calling in. Just call again. At a baseball game, do you ask the guy sitting next to you, who's the quarterback? I might. I don't know a lot about football or baseball. Wait, I wouldn't ask that. I know enough. When you get your shoe shined, does the kid always run out of shoe polish after he's finished shining one shoe? What? When you get your shoes shined, why does that make you dumb? Like, I've shined shoes. Why would I be dumb if a kid doesn't know how? That's not a rule. Nobody made that rule. That's your rule. That's not my rule. On the bus, do you always pick the seat right over the wheel? It's kind of weird. It's almost like, I don't know. Do you buy a book on improving your memory and forget where you put it? This would be a Mad comic if they changed one thing. Where if it were like, it's a bad day when you buy a book on improving your memory and forget where you put it. Or, while eating spaghetti, you wear a bib, but you get stains on your pants. Maybe that one doesn't work as well. But this feels like it's just, I don't know. it's almost a good one. Oh, we're getting another caller.
Call from
Six McFly.
Hello, Sticks. You're on the air.
Little cozy nostrils cracking me up today.
Don't encourage him, please. All right. What's your question about Mars Attacks?
Mars Attacks, right? So I couldn't remember from that episode how you got into Mars Attacks. If you said that.
Oh, okay. So how I got into Mars Attacks? Gosh, I don't know. I mean, like as a kid, I remember seeing the movie as a child, and enjoying it and thinking it was very funny. But it's not like a movie I became obsessed with. I think it was just like from being a collector, like collecting comics and things like that. And then I discovered as an adult that it was a card series. And then so I was like, well, that's kind of nuts. And I started researching the card series, like seeing pictures online of it. And I was like, this is like absolutely something that I want to have because I like fucked up cards. So I have like kind of, I have like some sports cards that are kind of like messed up in a little bit, like a Bill Ripken card where he's like holding the bat. And on the bottom of the bat, they wrote his nickname, which was Fuckface. And so it's like a Fleer card that just clearly says Fuckface on it.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I like stuff like that. And I was like, well, this is right up my alley. And that's how I got into it. Sort of recently, to be honest.
Okay, so then did you know about this Mars Attacks Archives series from 1994?
Yes. Well, I know about it now.
Okay.
And I believe what they did was they used artwork that was like kind of either laid out by Wally Wood or who's the other guy, like Len something or other. But cards that were supposed to be for the second series, but were never done because after that first series, they got so many complaints, that they halted production. They pulled everything from the shelf. So, so that's the one you're talking about, right? Where it was modern artists basing it off of the,
Right, because I was reading an issue just randomly today of Cards Illustrated 1994, and there was a Mars Attacks article on that series, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that existed. So yeah, it included 24 cards of new art, but it had 11 cards that were supposed to be in the second series, and then also the original 55 cards. So I thought, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and that book, I flipped through it like a couple weeks ago. The book that I got, they have those ones, and you can it's interesting because you look at it and you're like, yeah, this looks like it would be a continuation of the series. But what it's missing is the censorship, which seems weird to say, but like, because when they made them in 94, like people's like tastes changed and what's offensive changed greatly. And so a lot of those old cards, they got feedback on them. And like, they would say to Norman Saunders, like, dude, way too much cleavage, cover it up, way too much blood, turn it into like fire. And, like now it's a man on fire rather than a skeleton. And so they didn't have that like level of censorship. So it because of that, it doesn't fit, even though like, if you look at the image just by itself, you're like, well, that should make sense, but it just doesn't because of that lack of restraint, I think. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, anyway, I didn't know about it. It was in an issue I was archiving because it was had an interview with Matt Groening, and it was for the second series of Simpson trading cards, which I also collect. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have some of the Simpsons stuff. I don't have a ton. But yeah, I got to dig out all my cards. I have binders like stashed around. I have to figure out where all that stuff is. You should. check out. I think you maybe said you were going to pick them up. Those Tops books where they reproduce the wacky packages.
Oh yeah, I got the wacky packages one. Yeah,
That's
that brings
right.
me to my other point.
Yeah.
I have found so many different things because of this, because of your channel and these live shows. You know.
I know it sucks, dude. And then you go out and buy the stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm really grateful for it. Like, you know, the first time I ever did one, I think, I can't remember if it was Shane or Harvey that suggested Harvey Kurtzman's Nuts, and I ended up ordering that, finding it online, and that was cool, you know. And then, and I didn't know about the Wacky Packages book, so I ordered that like that week of that show, and I got it a few weeks ago or whatever. So
yeah.
So I love that. But the second book is like way more expensive. Like the first one you can find for like 10 or 15 bucks, but the second one they want 30 or 40 or 50 or something ridiculous for it. And I noticed the series, both of those, they don't go up to when I bought Wacky Packages. I was 7 years old in 1977 when Star Wars came out, and I always used to go to the corner liquor store and buy Star Wars cards and Wacky Packages.
Yeah.
And the series in those books only go up to like 75 or something like that. So I was like, I want to see the ones I had as a kid. I only have a few left, you know.
Yeah. They're good books, but it's just they are like cover price is overpriced, I think, for them. But
well, I buy everything used. I find everything used.
Yeah.
But even used, that second one is really expensive. So I'm like, I'll wait on that one. But yeah, that's just like the crack history I mentioned in the chat. The 2-volume book, everywhere I see it, it's $35 a volume. I'm like, wow. It's like I'd like to know the history of crack, but it is really expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Books are like it's out of control. And you know whose fault it is? It's ours. It's collectors' faults because we drive up the prices. So
yeah. Well, I find stuff really cheap. I snag it when I can, really cheap. And you know, like I was saying, there's so many things I found out through this show. I got the week after we did the Viz show.
Yeah.
I found a book that was like the best of Viz, like 92 to 94. And I'm like, oh, this is great. And I now I have a favorite character, or characters, if you want to call it, from Viz, which is the Fat Flags, which is NSFW. It is not family entertainment, you know, but it's just these two fat chicks that just like sex and drinking and but it's written really well. The gags are really funny. I'm like, these are great. And then like a few weeks ago, I was in a bookstore where I found a Viz book of just the Fat Flags comics. It's got like 8 or 9 or 10 stories in it. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. And it was like $5. I was so excited. So I got that now. You know?
No,
I got that and so many things. You know?
Yeah. Well, I agree. It's like one of the things that the greatest part of like having this channel is like the amount of stuff that I've learned from just like interacting with people who are like commenting and watching. Cause I've learned a ton from that. So, yeah. All right. Well, I got to get going. We got Kyle in the chat saying bullshit, trying to get me pissed off again. So I got to go rail at him for a little bit, but hey, thanks for calling in again.
This correct because I got the issue in front of me that you have.
Yeah, I got to get to work, bro. All right, I'll see you later.
Okay. Bye.
All right, look at this bullshit. But you're older now and you've grown as a person and changed by Pat's logic. You're no longer the same person. What is that? It's called the ship of Theseus, right? Theseus was at sea for so long and they replaced the boards, right? Like the ship aged, they would replace the boards. And by the time they returned to shore, like back home to Greece or wherever, every single board on the ship had been replaced. So is it the same ship that had left port? Did I send you both sets of my cards or just the first one? It's the Oddballs of Country Music, right? Boom, I still got the sticker right there. I think it was just the first one. Dude, those are so funny, man. Oh, yeah. Holy smokes. I was just showing, I don't know, were you look at I was like when I was digging out something to look at, we were looking at these. And we didn't flip through them because we flipped through them before. But yeah, dude. Patreon.com/Lance Goiter. Anyway. Ooh. Anyway, so Are You a Dum Dum is like it's almost good. Digital instruments of the future. I would say, what era is this of Cracked Magazine? What is this? Warren Salter? This is early 80s. Okay. This was a solid era for Cracked Magazine. It had some real good artists. Like this is like mad caliber art, right? I think so. The digital phone meter. Henry, our line just went dead. Told the phone company to shut off service whenever our monthly bill reaches $50. Ooh, that'd be sick. Digital shopping carts. That's like some of this is actually true. Rooftop digital speedometer. I wish. Wish they had those. Well, I gotta zoom out a little bit. Sorry, guys. I'm like cutting this partially off. Dude. DB Kuper. He died though, right? Like for sure. Digital oil money recorder. That's Bitcoin. And then here we go. Oh, a swinging good time. No thanks. No thank you. Behind closed doors. Who did this? Don Oranek. Don Oranek. This is kind of cool though. I like this artwork. Like, I mean, you can see when you flip through these old issues of Cracked, you can understand why they were the most successful competitor to Mad Magazine, right? I can. Amazon Fresh has those cards. I don't know that. I don't know about that. That must just be one of those fancy California things. That's probably what that is. We don't get those in Minnesota. Supreme Court decision chamber. Heads, we favor the defendant. Tails, we don't. Cockpit, 747. It's not what it looks like. Secret Senate caucus, 8, 9, 10. Boardwalk with a hotel. That's $2,000. Ooh, Kyle Bridget would like this. If you've listened to the Potter's EB podcast, you know a man in a gorilla suit gets us going. Philadelphia Zoo. Okay, everyone, into your suits. It's almost time to open. Dude, that'd be sick. What if there was a zoo where it was just people dressed as the animals? Oh, this is Nanny Dickering makes an appearance, right? Is that her? That must be. That must be. Anyway, hey, we have oh yeah, real quick. I think the reason why Cracked was the most successful imitator was because it had enough original stuff and competent writing. Yeah, probably competent writing and also like competent art, right? I mean, it's like it's a visual medium and it helps if your art doesn't look like Dookie. Yeah, at least that's how I feel about it. What was I going to say though? Oh yeah, hey, we've had 2 callers so far, 3 callers. Sticks McFly, Little Cozy Nostril, and then a different Sticks McFly calling in. If you want to call in, the phone number is down below 612-389-8524. If you haven't already, pretty please, with sugar on top, consider hitting like, you know, hitting subscribe, and leaving a comment in the chat. Right now, we got 7 viewers and we got 7 likes. Well, that sucks because we had like 12 viewers at our peak. And that means some people didn't thumb up. Got to thumb it up. Anyway, now we'll get back to this. Anytime you want to call, you can drop a line, 612-389-8524. It will ring, and I will hear it, and so will everybody else. So I can't even ignore it. Who is this? Is this Dane Overcheck? What did I say? No, this is something else. I don't know who this is. Yeah, that's one of those books you're talking about, like that. I mean, that I learned about in the chat, and then it's like, yeah, I got to pick that up, don't I? I still need to. Whoa, this artwork is really cool. Evolution Revolution. Do you guys see? It says Nas on it as the signature. Okay. Yeah, like Nas, just right there. Sludge and oil spillage will kill off most of the fish population. The only fish to survive will be those whose fins have evolved into feet. Eventually, fish will develop razor-sharp teeth to consume the only food left in the water, empty beer cans. Dude, these are like really cool. Porpoises will have to desert the unlivable sea for life on land. It's so fucked up. Like seeing. I love these. Porpoises will further evolve their brain power in hopes of solving mankind's pollution problems. Porpoises will come to the conclusion mankind's problems are unsolvable and leave Earth for other planets. Dude, this is like. I really like this. Whoop. The hunting season threatens deer with extinction. To survive, deer will develop protective features like the red cap of hunters and the face of a jackass. And then, then they printed it so you can't even read it. Hunters will refrain from shooting deer because they'll think they just spotted another hunter. Well, why does everybody hate on hunters? Like, it doesn't bother me. It's not like they're just hunting them and just leaving them there, right? That would be horrible. The chinchilla is fast becoming extinct because of its valuable fur. Oh my gosh. My buddy went to college with a girl that worked on a chinchilla farm. Her parents owned a chinchilla farm. And they just raised chinchillas, the cutest little creatures in the world. And she would kill them. That was like part of her job. It's awful. To survive, the chinchilla will develop sharp quills. But this will only offer partial protection. To really withstand the threat of greedy humans, the chinchilla will have to develop even more drastic protection. Looks like a cat. I'm going through every one because I really like these illustrations. They're fantastic. Pesticides threaten humans with extinction. To survive, some humans will develop mole-like features. This will enable them to burrow into the ground, where they will subsist on worms, beetles, and time capsules. Heavy smog threatens urban dwellers. To survive, some humans will develop wings to get above it all, where they'll face an even greater threat to survival, the heavy traffic of supersonic jets. Oh, not anymore. There's no more supersonic jets, guys. Well, at least passenger ones. What year was that porpoise gag? Sounds like they stole it from Thanks for All the Fish. Yeah, almost certainly they took it. Right? Well, no, in that one, fish were porpoises were aliens. and they were just like, we're leaving. And then they like, they just jump into space. So yeah, that's what, and what was that? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or whatever? Or that's how, I haven't read the books. So you're just making me reveal my ignorance. And maybe that was a sequel. Thanks for all the fish. Good to see everyone. The reflection of perfection. Hey, what's up, dude? Nice of you to stop by. It's good to see you, dude. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. And if you want to call in and, I don't know, ask a question, make a comment, you can. Oh, this was published in 1982. But I'm guessing he was writing that around the same time. So like parallel thinking, right? Maybe that's what I would assume. Who knows though? If you want to give a call, 612-389-8524. And then here's tomorrow's human being. Dude, this is really awesome. These illustrations are just great. All right. The Magic Lamp. Okay. This is one of those silent cartoons. All right. He's like, I want a lady. Rubs it. Oh, he gets the lady. Ooh, I want a car. Rubs it. Gets a Rolls Royce. Now I want money. And then she's thinking, what? I want a gun. Dude, how awful. Your magic lamp can be used against you? Not cool. That's not fun and not funny. We got 11 viewers. Hey, if you are a new viewer right now, check out that scrolling number down at the bottom. That's our live call-in show. If you want to give that a call, 612-389-8524. You can ask a question about MAD, make a comment about Cracked Magazine, say whatever is on your mind. Yeah, no rules. You can even just do this and hang up. That's true. You can do that. Nobody is going to stop you. Report cards for everyone. Oh, the barber's report card. I went to a barber recently, so I will. What issue are we on? Oh, my friend, you just got tricked. You got tricked. We're not on MAD at all. We are on an extra special issue of Cracked. That would be funny. That'd be kind of funny. Or make a prank call. I'd play along to a prank call. But yeah, this is the extra special issue of Cracked Magazine. Now, I recently got a haircut from a barber, so we're going to go through this. I'm going to zoom in on the art mostly, but I'll be doing the reading. Ooh, what was it? It's a piece of shit, wasn't it? Cracked sucks. No, I kind of liked Cracked a little bit better than I once did. Yeah, it is a family show, you guys, so watch it. Jeez Louise. A barber's report card. Getting hair in your eyes. That didn't happen to me when I got my hair cut. That's a pass. Oh, that's an A. I'm sorry. A, excellent. I got to move this up. Sorry. A is excellent. B is good. C is passable. D is poor. And F is fudged. It's fudged up. All right. Nicking you with a razor. I was not nicked with a razor. They did not. They used clippers, though, and shears. But I was not nicked. So that's passable. Getting your sideburns. Cutting your sideburns unevenly. Nope. Nope. You did it right. Over sprinkling you with cologne. That was not applicable. Choking you with the towel sheet. Oh, do you guys remember that? The little tissue that would go around and they would like clip it. Oh, I missed that. Oh, man. All right. Secretly going across the street for his haircut. Breathing right in your face. Pass. He did not do that. Chewing your ear off with talk. My guy was very respectable. Giving you the wrong kind of haircut. No, I just wanted a comb over, so that was very good. Making you wait there for a long time. Yes. That was an F, dude. Because apparently barbershops, I don't know if you guys know this, they don't do walk-ins anymore. You have to like go online and make an appointment. It's horrible. What is this? This is a Mafia family show. We should just go ahead and do an all fat slags episode. I think you can't be a family show and say the word slags, just so you know. You guys know what really bums me out? Actually, here, you know what? Maybe I'll try it. Maybe it will work. I'm gonna open it. I want to know if I set this up wrong or if I just set it up so I can't hear it. Okay? So I'm gonna try something. Are you guys ready? Well, first I'm gonna try doing a voice. Can you guys hear? Does my voice sound different? And now I'm going to try the soundboard. You guys hear that? Did you hear that? Anyway, I think I screwed it all up. I'm not sure how to fix it, but that was supposed to be a doorbell and a fart. That's what you should have heard. But maybe it didn't. Sorry. The Rhyme of the Thieving Sheik. Holy smokes. I'm 1 hour and like 40 minutes into this. We have like 20 minutes left. I forgot even to take a little break, a little potty break or something, stretch my legs. That's okay. I'm having a lot of fun on this stream and having a lot of fun taking phone calls. So if I sound desperate to have you call in, it's because I am. This will not be something that we do every single live stream, but I think it'd be pretty fun to do every once in a while. So if you have any thoughts, anything you want to say, just give that number a call, 612-389-8524. We're giving away tickets to the Twins game on July 28th of 2036. So if you'd like to call in and win tickets to the Twins game. I know John Severin was one of the founding fathers of Cracked, and Don Martin was their biggest free agent signing. But did any other prolific writer or artist work for them? We did discuss this a little bit. Not in the way that maybe you're thinking, where they go from Mad to Cracked, but there were several Cracked alum that made their way to Mad Magazine, which is kind of cool, right? Like you go from the minors to the majors. It's listeners like you that keep flipping through going. So please call in if you can pledge $5, $25, $30, or $3,000. Every little bit helps. And it's listeners like you that keep flipping through on the air. If you call in now, you can receive a limited edition tote bag. And it says Flipping Through on it. It's very beautiful. You can bring it to the co-op. You can put your arugula in it, your kale. And now back to our regular programming. My barber takes walk-ins and they give me free beer. Well, I need to find a different barber though, because walk-ins, I don't want to make an appointment. I just want to walk in and I'll sit there. I'll wait. I'm fine with waiting. Anyway, bastards. Movie posters will soon be seeing. As we leap into the 1980s, the movie industry must plan on a new crop of flicks for our viewing pleasure. Cracked sneaks into their think tanks to give you a quick look at what to expect on the big screen. Movie posters will soon be seeing. All right, what the hell is this? A Bridge Too Far, sequel to The Harder They Fall, as his crew sails off a West Coast cliff. Pirate Captain Billy D. Kidd realizes they'll never reach the Golden Gate Bridge as they previously expected. A bridge too far. But isn't A Bridge Too Far an actual movie? Oh, I get it. They're taking real movies and changing them. Curse of the Bigfoot. Larry LaFoot is left in crutches after being stricken by the Bigfoot curse during a football scrimmage. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like, this is a movie I'm familiar with. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Suddenly, without warning, they came, snatching up every traffic accident victim in town. A small Midwest town is overtaken by a horde of body-snatching paramedics. Dr. Doolittle. Sequel to Great Expatience. Attack of the Crab Monsters. Starring Buster Crab. But that's a lobster. Anyway. Attack of the Crab Monsters. Wasn't that like a really old movie, Attack of the Crab Monsters? That wasn't from the 80s, was it? Looking this up. Yeah, Attack of the Crab Monsters, like from 57. I was looking at this the other day. My kids were gonna watch it with me. These goofballs. Ooh, Some Like It Hot. Wait a second. This is Mad Magazine, like, recently did this. Where they would take. When was it? I think it may have been in issue number 1 where they had movie posters. They did this exact same thing. Obviously, Crack did it first, but oh my goodness. This is the only funny one. Neil Simon's barefoot in the park. In Yellowstone National Park, a forest ranger is attacked by a hungry grizzly. Simply unbearable. Ted E. Bear. I haven't screamed so loud since I got my hand caught in an electric fan. Bear Bryant. That's the funny one. Yeah. Here's some more Severin. Look at this. The pickup. This is Studwick Ketchum reporting to you from the deck of the USS Kearsarge. The astronaut's capsule has just been sighted, and the entire crew is running to the bow of the carrier to get a look at the astronaut. Yes, we can see the capsule clearly as we approach it. The entire crew is advancing toward the bow of the Kearsarge to get a good look. That's like an actual ship. It's probably not commissioned anymore. The entire crew is at the bow now, and our hero has just risen from the capsule hatch. I like that. Can you guys hear that? They're lighting off fireworks already. Discount coupons of the future. Your police department does have a heart. We realize that inflation has us all in a financial squeeze, causing everyone to hustle a little bit faster to make that extra buck. So for a limited time only, your man in blue will give you 20% off your next speeding ticket fine with a coupon below. Now, isn't it nice to know that your police department cares? 20% off. That is pretty nice. Charlie's Tire Shop. Buy any 4 tires with this coupon and get air for each. Free. But now you go to the store and they charge you to use the pump. I absolutely love it. It's one of the 4th of July is my favorite holiday. One of my fondest memories was actually quite recently with my daughter, cruising the neighborhood on bikes and just clouds of smoke. With the stench of gunpowder and just like things just blasting all over the place. It was amazing. It's like, I just love it so much. Not if you also buy gas. Not where I'm from. It's like a separate thing. It's a separate transaction. And you have to pay for the air. It's horrible. You know you're nobody when. This is, you know what? I'm going to go to Mad Cover site. As I'm looking up to see if Mad has already done this exact title, we are approaching the final stretch of this evening's show. So if you would like to call in, if you have some burning desire to speak or to say something to me or to the audience of 11 viewers, now is the time. What the what are you talking about? Now is the time to call in. All right. Oh, 4th of July. So I lost. Dude, that's the day. That's the day to lose it, man. That's sick. I wish I could fist bump you right now. That's awesome. But no, I think I understand that. I get this one now. All right. So I'm going to look up. But anyway, I was serious. If you want to call in, this is your last opportunity. You know, you're nobody. You know, you're really. Oh, you're no. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. Okay. So this is the recurring gag of you know you're blank when you're blank. Oops, too far. Let's see if it's you know you're nobody when. You know you're getting old. You know you're married, a parent, made it. Boom. You know you're right here, guys. You're really a nobody. I can't select that. You know you're really a nobody when. And that was done in 1969. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. I wonder if there's some similarities. You know you're really a nobody when you tell your child no and he goes to ask his mother. Even your own dog barks at you when you don't even get junk mail. The lifeguard waves back at you frantically, indicating that you are drowning. All right. One of these ones is your child runs away to live in an orphanage. All right. I can't, it's, you know what? It's really difficult to try to compare these back and forth right in the moment. But yeah, Mad did it. And I mean, that's crazy that they used that, right? Because you have that recurring, like everybody knows that feature, right? They had been doing it since from 1968 up to 1970 75. No, I mean they were doing for okay. Anyway, it was established, right? Yes. Rent a person. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, rent a parent. Any age, any sex. Look at these illustrations are really cool. L.A.N. Lanston. Vanston. These illustrations are really cool. Lonely. Rent a girlfriend. All new models. Just the thing to put a little zing in your life. We offer attractive looking girls for all occasions. This is just prostitution. That's what this is. 14 viewers. Oh my goodness. Make sure you hit thumbs up on this video. Leave a comment. I'll give you a shout out. Special brochure sent on request. Impress the boys at the next Saturday night party when you walk in with a flashy blonde, a fiery redhead, or a floozy brunette. Especially when you walk in with all three. Get yours before supply dwindles. Yeah, this is insane. Rent a parent. Any age, any sex, ideal for the kiddies. They come in handy when the principal sends for your real parent to complain about your behavior. Simply dip into your piggy bank and rent one of our parents. Your parent need never know. Write for brochure of impressive-looking parents and select one that resembles you. It's so easy. A 2-year-old child can do it. Special rates for parents who don't spank. Oh my gosh. The Cracked Guide to Football. Oh, look at Rent a Whole Family. The Sturdy Pioneer Stock, Proper New Englanders. Got like a nice waspy look. Family from the Bronx. Oh my God. Rich Texas family. How much have the demographics of the Bronx changed at this point? Geez Louise, why have I not been streaming on Sunday? 16 viewers. Thanks guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We're flipping through Cracked Magazine, extra special Cracked. If you want to call in, 612-389-8524. We take your phone calls. Say whatever you want. Say whatever you want. What is your golden era of Mad Magazine? You could say that. Imagine how much better this would be if it was drawn by Jack Davis. Just saying. Anyway, Flip the Faces, the newest Flip the Faces book. Oh no, somebody cut him out. That's a bummer. But that's Ronald Reagan. Right? That's a bummer. That happens so when you buy used things. I dare you to call this a regular battery again. I like that. How often did Cracked do this type of thing? Like photographs and all of that? That's pretty unique. I mean it. You think I just say this because they pay me? No way, man. I feel very strongly about batteries. I'm not kidding around. I mean, at least I don't think it's a regular battery. Sure looks like a regular battery, though, doesn't it? What? It is a regular battery? Do you want to step outside to prove it? Listen, maybe I'm wrong, but you're on. The manufacturer wouldn't lie to me. True, they pay me good money to say this, but they wouldn't lie. So come on, let's step outside while I've still got one good eye left to find you with. There you go. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We got to look at that. Training the dog. Who is this? Oh, SB Whitehead. This is cool. Look, Buff, there goes Pheasant. Blammo. Fetch for your master. Buff, fetch. Hey, come back here. Nuts. Oh my God. That was stupid. I'm sorry that I made you look through that. That was a gall darn waste. Anyway, guys, we are getting to that time where it's time to start wrapping up the stream. You guys, I would say that this was an absolute success. I figured out how to take phone calls, and you guys indulged me and called in, and boy, do I appreciate it. You guys, if you want to support this channel, patreon.com/flippinthrough. I only got 2 sets of these buttons left. All right. These are the 1-inch buttons, handmade by me, Wally Wood, Jack Davis, Harvey Kurtzman, Will Elder. So the next 2 people to support me at $5, they get a set of buttons. They also get this, the Mad Hex from Mad Magazine issue number 73. And you get this, a sick set of stickers. But yeah, so that's one way to support me. If you want to buy some buttons, they're actually bigger buttons. It's on my Etsy, and I'm actually going to show that off right now because I was going to do that earlier, and I forgot to. So let me do. Oh, Christ. Dude, they changed the way you share the screen, and it's not great. Anyway, so here you go. This is the Etsy shop. So if you want to buy one of those like buttons, the individual ones, I mean, it's honestly cheaper just to support me on Patreon. They are bigger though. They're like 1.25 inches. I don't know what the size is. Who knows? It's like 1.25. It's not. It's like bigger than an inch, smaller than 2 inches. Oh, I'm not even looking at the right thing because they made me share a tab. I can't. All right. Anyway, they're bigger than 2 inches. I got Mars Attacks one. I got Mad Magazine ones. I got Bohemian Grove. If you guys are into conspiracy theories, Bohemian Grove, you know what that is. And then I also have like shirts and everything. So if you want to support me, that's like another way to support me. And I think they're cool. I wear these buttons all the time. What does this say? What did Harvey say? Rent a wife is illegal in Texas. Is it? I thought they were like all about that, like making everything legal. I think Mad did that one too. You have you been in an accident? Have you been in an accident that's not your fault? Have you been injured on the job? Call Flippin' Through at 612-389-8524. We're here to help you. I got them all, dude. I know all the commercials. You have no idea how much TV I watched as a child. Demir, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Sticks McFly. Thank you for calling in, man. You were the first caller when I first tried it and I failed. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you calling in today. Angel, thank you for stopping by, my guy. Who else? Little Cozy Nostril, thank you for swinging by. Reflection of Perfection, great to see you, my friend. Who else was here? Cam Hayden was here. Thank you for dropping by. And Darren Folds, I think I got, no, Jim Panimation. Thank you for stopping by. That was a new face. There were a couple new faces, a bunch all the way at the top. I don't think they're here anymore, and it's kind of hard to find. Doug Guilford, hey, thanks for watching. Why didn't you call in, bro? Jeez Louise. Now I'm mad. I was happy that you were watching. Now I'm upset. Anyway, guys, that's the 2 hours. Yeah, thanks for indulging me on this call-in thing. And I think I will be doing it again. So get less bashful. With that, thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.